Hello and welcome to another Bearded Geek toy review. In today's episode we're looking at this Marvel Legends Mystique figure from the X-Men movie series. Stay tuned.
You know, people like you are the reason I was afraid to go to school as a child.
Welcome back to the channel. And here we have a Marvel Legends figure. This one is Marvel's Mystique, as she appeared in the X-Men movie franchise by 20th Century Fox, which are obviously now owned by Marvel Studios. And we have the kind of like merging of those universes coming up very, very soon at the end of this month in the Deadpool versus Wolverine movie. Now, we are expecting a glut of merchandise for that, including like probably lots of figures. There's rumours of lots of cameos. I'm not too sure if Mystique is one of the cameos in the film. I won't be surprised if they do actually bring her back. Now, obviously, we have two versions of the character. We have the original version that appeared in X-Men, X-Men 2 and X-Men The Last Stand, which was portrayed by Rebecca Romijn, who is the version that we have here. Then, when the franchise was rebooted several years later, obviously Jennifer Lawrence took on the role, obviously playing a younger version of Mystique, although Rebecca Romijn did actually have a cameo in X-Men First Class when Mystique turns into the blonde-haired older woman in the bed when she's trying to entice Magneto. That's actually Rebecca Romijn, who does a little cameo, so that's a nice little touch there, if you didn't actually notice that in the movie. Now, obviously, we've only got a couple of X-Men figures. I've got this Wolverine, which I picked up last year. Now, this one, I've customised the claws, because the claws were actually kind of like a see-through colour, because they were red-hot adamantium, and they had elements of like kind of like orange on them. But what I've done is I actually painted them silver to make them more obviously accurate to how they appear. Now, Hugh Jackman, as we know from the publicity photos and the trailers, is appearing as Wolverine in Deadpool versus Wolverine in this costume, which is obviously based on the costume from his very first appearance in the Incredible Hulk issue 180 and 181, way back in the mid 1970s. And obviously this actual version is based on the Astonishing X-Men run that was in the early 2000s. So we've got obviously Wolverine there. Oh, is he going to start falling over now? Yeah, so that's effectively my only kind of like X-Men Marvel Legends figure at the moment. So this is my second one. Now, this is obviously reduced Star Action figures. It was bought late last year for my birthday because I think it's currently going for around about £10. So, absolute bargain. And obviously, these were released by Hasbro to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the X-Men movie franchise. And they brought out a Hugh Jackman Logan or Wolverine, and then they also brought out a double pack of Professor X and Magneto, with the very clever thing of you could have swappable heads. So you could either have the original Patrick Stewart head, or you could swap him for the rebooted James McAvoy head. And then same with Magneto, you could have Ian McKellen, or you could have Michael Fassbender. So that was cool. Anyway, without further ado, let's crack the box open and have a closer look at the figure. But here's the figure. Now, obviously, she does come with a couple of accessories. mainly multiple hands, and then you've got this alternate arm, which is obviously showing her in mid-transformation. So let's pop these out, and then we can obviously see how she looks with those on the actual figure.
Welcome, Professor.
So here we have the figure, and as you can see, it is based on the first version of Mystique that we met from the movies. That is a very great sculpt likeness of Rebecca Romijn. It's not the Jennifer Lawrence later version. And yeah, the sculpting detail on this is absolutely fantastic. Lots of embossed kind of like elements on it, because the makeup was very, very difficult for the actress. She effectively had to basically be naked, with the kind of like the appendages then added onto her body. So whilst the rest of the cast were in nice costumes, or like, you know, leather jumpsuits and all the rest of it, poor Rebecca Romijn was kind of like stood there in absolute starkers, just covered up with some like little pieces of like rubber and latex covering her modesty. So yeah, I mean, that's obviously quite a challenging thing for an actor to do. But you can see that she's got the piercing yellow eyes there, which is really, really good. And it's a standard figure. Obviously, this was produced a couple of years back, so we've got the pinned technology on the legs, so obviously it would be pinless now. There's no butterfly joints, so it's standard articulation in the arms, which you get, which I presume is obviously just belays the age of the actual figure itself. Now, the alternate hands, I'm not going to bother getting out, because they are basically just an alternate of the ones that she's got. So obviously you've got this kind of like gesturing hand, or the hand that you can kind of like put down if she's kind of like resting there. So you've got that as the alternative for the right hand, and then obviously you've got this left fist here, which obviously you can then like put on the right hand as well. So the arm, however, is actually her kind of like left arm, or right arm as we're looking at it. So let's just pull that out. It should, just wondering, yeah, it should be pulling out quite easy. Or are we going to need some boiling water? I think that's quite challenging, that. So I think we're going to actually need some boiling water, just to dunk her in, and just soften up that plastic so we can get it out without damaging the figure. Okay, so she's been dunked in the hot water for a couple of minutes now. I can already tell the plastic is softened up a lot. So just like get the excess water off there. Out our Wi-Fi mug. Ow, gee, yes, it's hot water. Oh God, you idiot. Yeah, let's just let that kind of settle off. Ah, there you go. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. There you go. She pops straight back out, and then obviously this should pop straight in. And there you go. And you've got that option there. So there you have it. Kind of like an option of having her in mid-transformation, which is actually quite cool when you think about it. Let's just move that mug out of the way. So you've got that as a display option, as well as the other alternate hands. Personally, though, I don't think I'm going to have that on my shelf, but there is the option for you should you want it. Oh, wow, that plastic's gone very, very soft. Yeah, okay, so that should pop out easily, and then we should be able to just pop this arm back in, and yeah, wow, that is very malleable. Obviously the limbs or the arms are done in a very different plastic compared to the actual main torso, head and legs there. So there you go. Anyway, it's a cool looking figure. Always liked the character Mystique in the comics and also how she appeared in the movies. It will be great if we could see Rebecca Romaine to return in a cameo in Deadpool Wolverine. And there has been a re-release of the Deadpool figure, which they did for the first Deadpool movie. They've tweaked him slightly, so he has been released, and they have re-released the Wolverine and Logan kind of like Hugh Jackman style figure in time for the movie. I'm pretty sure they'll probably do some other figures and some more up-to-date figures of how they appear, because Wolverine is kind of like in his like civvies. He's not in the costume that we'll see him in the trailer, which obviously is getting rave reviews at the moment, because apparently the first 40 minutes of the movie has been previewed and it's going down like a storm. I think it's going to be absolutely awesome. I think it's going to be the best Deadpool movie out of the lot of them. So I will be on the lookout for those two figures, and as soon as I get them, I will obviously do a review for you. But there you go, there's Marvel's Mystique. A cracking figure for your Marvel lineup. She looks really, really cool, and you can pick her up for roughly around about a tenner on various websites. Like I said, Star Action Figures was the website that she was bought from for my birthday late last year. So there you go, a nice little birthday present from the missus. Thank you very much. Well, hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, then please leave us a like. It really does help out the channel, and also don't forget to hit that notification bell to be notified whenever we upload any brand new videos, and also hit that subscribe button if you've not yet subscribed to the channel. Lots of cool new videos to come. In fact, if I calculate this right, our next video will be our 300th video. So I guess I better plan something special for that. But in the meantime, take care, stay safe, and we'll see you very, very soon on Bearded Geek Toy Reviews. Bye now. Get away!